Hey guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar, and today, my friends, we're gonna be doing Phantom Palace, but not just any old Phantom Palace. We're gonna be getting all the Mokoko seeds inside, including the last one, the secret one, which is also tied to a secret boss, because there seems to be some confusion running around, so let's clarify. First of all, you can do the dungeon solo if you want to, but trust me, especially for the last one, you would like a friend next to you, and an optional item, totally optional, would be to get something that would make you stealth, like the stealth robe. The stealth robe is a consumable. It can be obtained from battle chests. Now, one thing that you should note, make sure if you want all of them in a single run, especially the last one, basically you gotta set the dungeon to hard, not normal. Honestly, it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. So let's go hard. And here is the first Mokoko. To access it, all you gotta do is destroy that boulder. It's right here. Take a look at the map. And here's the location of Mokoko number 2. After you killed both of the crystals and you got your second Mokoko, essentially you can access this area, which leads to Mokoko numero 3, right over here. You can't see it, but it's already collected. Take a look on the minimap. It is right here. All you gotta do is step close enough and G-click it. And here is the location of Mokoko number 4, right here. You can just see it at the edge, right there. Now the next bit is the first boss of the dungeon, and here's a tricky bit. We're gonna have to take an item that can spawn in one of 3 places, and I'll show you the 3 locations. Now you gotta channel it for 12 seconds, so that makes it a little bit tricky if you want to do it alone, simply because the boss will hit you and interrupt your channel, which is why you should do it with a friend, which is why you should have a stealth rope. Now let me show you exactly those locations. You gotta bear in mind, you gotta pick this item up in the first minute of the encounter, not after the first minute, in the first minute, otherwise you're not gonna be getting the correct buff, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Now your friend should keep the boss busy while I will look for the thing. It's here, gather light, that's it. That was location number 1. You got a channel on it for 12 seconds. You can activate an invisibility robe before. As you saw there, the boss is a little bit tricky simply because it spawns those turrets. So I'm gonna activate the invisibility robe. He can't see me anymore, and hopefully he'll not spawn another turret. Keep in mind that the invisibility gets you 10 seconds, not 12 seconds. Now this was in location number 1, but let me show you the other locations as well. So that was the first one. The second one should be here. And the third one is over here. So in one of these here locations, you gotta pick it up again in the first minute of the encounter. If you do it right, you'll have this glow, like I have this glow, and my party member, my friend, has this glow as well, and the buff is called Divine's 3 Radiance. This is only half the story to the last Mokoko. I'll tell you more about the rest later. Now the next Mokoko is hiding behind a mirror. Is this mirror right here. All you gotta do is click, and there you go. Now in the next boss, you gotta be really careful, because this is where we need our second buff. We already got the first one from the first boss. We got Divine's 3 Radiance. Now this is the third boss. We're gonna need another buff, a dark buff, and you gotta be careful how much damage you do to the boss, because we need her to go into the center and go do her wave of death thing when we teleport through the mirrors, and I'll show you exactly what I mean right after we kill all of the trash mobs. Alright guys, when she teleports to the middle portion, I need you to look at her feet. She will spawn a purple puddle in which she will stand. In that purple puddle, you will have 3 little circles. From one of those circles, you will be getting yourself the buff we need. So pay attention. We see the wave. We teleport. Boom, easy mechanic. Getting hit by it because we were too quick there. Go to the little circles. You see them? 1, 2, and another one in front, and you start channeling. See that? Absorb the thick energy of the dream. And boom, you got it. That's it. You can look at my buff bar. The second buff is called Whisper of Phantoms. Now kill it. Now the next part is pretty self-explained. Since we got the 2 buffs successfully, what we gotta do now is actually activate 2 pillars. Have a look. One to the left and one to the right. You will have the option 50% on your screen, and the butterflies will disappear, they'll fly away. You will get a bonus puzzle. As with all the puzzle before, all you gotta do is simply make out the difference in the one of the 2 sides and simply complete the board. Now the next part is pretty self-explained, my friends. Kill stuff! But do try to pick up one of these. You got a lantern on the floor. Without this lantern, you're not going to be able to kill enemies in the next room. It's got 2 abilities. The W is an AoE stun and the Q is a frontal beam of death. Nothing that you haven't seen before. So you simply stun your enemies, like so, these phantom looking things, and you kill them with W. Keep your W pressed down. It's a channeled ability. And finally, we are at the secret boss and the location of the final Mokoko seed. Now after you have killed enough Phantom experimental subjects, the Phantom Legion Bishop will spawn. And what do we do with the Phantom Legion Bishop? Well, we kill it. It's basically the secret boss of the dungeon. And that's all she wrote. One note, my friends, this one last time dropped this very important item. This is Envika's Talisman, and you might recognize it. You're gonna need this one for the Adventurer Stone. Right click, boom. You're gonna need a total of 4, so do bear that one in mind. Now, where's the last Mokoko? Over here! Now, after you defeat the boss, you can go for this section right here. Like so. You remember the starting zone basically is something similar to that, and this is the location of the final Mokoko. And finally, the last Mokoko location is right underneath this tree. Take a look at the minimap, you will see it. It's right over here. And I do believe, my friends, that is pretty much it. As always, my name is Lazer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you got any feedback for me, I would love to read that in the comment section down below. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.